What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be outlining all of the top counters for the new Mega Raid bosses in Pokemon Go. So I know a lot of people are pretty upset about these and they're not really excited, but I am actually super excited about these raid bosses. I really like them, and I know that there's other people who feel the same way, and so I thought I should make this video for those of you guys who are excited, really revved up about this. And I think it's really important to know the best counters, especially for Mega Raid bosses, because in these raids you get better rewards the faster you defeat the boss. So it's really important that you have the best counters possible. So without further ado, let's get right into Mega Blastoise counters. So according to PokeBattler, it requires 2.79 people to beat Mega Blastoise. So unfortunately it is not doable, and in fact it's almost a little difficult to trio. So it's possible if you have really good counters, but it can be a little bit difficult. So ideally you'd probably want at least 4 people in this raid. Electric types are going to dominate mostly because Blastoise has access to Ice Beam. So if it has Ice Beam, then you're definitely not going to want to use any of your grass types, but if it has one of its different moves, grass types will do a lot better. So the number one counter is Shadow Raikou with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge with an estimated time to win of 7:14 and 31 deaths. Number 2, we got Shadow Magnezone with Spark and Wild Charge. Number 3 is Shadow Zapdos with Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt. And then at number 4, we've got Zekrom with Charge Beam and Wild Charge being the first non-Shadow counter. At number 5, we've got Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Thunderbolt. At number 6, we have our boy Mega Venasaur, the first Mega Evolution, with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. And so he's also going to do really well because he boosts the power of everybody else within the raid, and especially boosts the grass types even more. So he's actually going to be a lot better than 6 possibly, especially if Blastoise isn't using Ice Beam in the raid you're in. And I say that just to highlight that these rankings aren't the entire story. If situations are a little bit different, if you can be a little bit clever, something that's ranked a little bit lower could actually be a lot better. So I just want you to keep that in mind. This is just a general ranking. At number 7, we've got Shadow Electivire with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge. And then at number 8, we've got Shadow Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. At number 9, we've got Normal Electivire with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge. At number 10, we've got Raikou with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge. Number 11, Magnezone with Spark and Wild Charge. And then at number 12, we've got Shadow Exeggutor with Bullet Seed and Solar Beam. And now, those are the only ones that I'm going to talk through for Blastoise, but I'm going to show some of the other counters really quickly if you want to pause and look at them. And if you want more information, you can go to PokeBattler.com, which is where I retrieved this graphic from, so credit to them. And I think it's important to note, you should remember a lot of the top counters are Shadow Pokemon, so some of these non-Shadows that seem really low ranked you would think are bad, but a lot of them are actually really, really good counters. It just seems like they're not because the Shadows can be so powerful. Alrighty, now we're getting into my personal favorite, the Mega Venasaur. So Mega Venusaur requires 2.49 people to take down, and so once again, it's not doable. However, it is a little bit easier than the Blastoise raid, so it'll probably be much easier for you to trio it, but I would still recommend having probably 4 just to be safe. But it depends your counters and it's up to you. But at number 1, we have Shadow Mewtwo with Confusion and Psy Strike. At number 2, we've got Shadow Moltres with Fire Spin and Sky Attack, At number 3, we've got Mewtwo with Confusion and Psy Strike. And then at number 4, we've got Mega Charizard Y, who's an absolute powerhouse, we're going to be talking about later in this video, with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. And he's actually even more valuable than it seems here because he's going to boost the attacks of everybody else within the raid and especially boost the fire Pokemon. So he's going to make that super powerful Shadow Moltres even more powerful. So he's definitely someone that if you're trying to do this quickly, you're going to want to have in the raid. Up next, we've got the almighty Shadow Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, who also does really well because he resists like all of Venusaur's attacks. And at number 6, we've got Mega Charizard X, who once again is really important because he's going to make everybody stronger with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Then at number 7, we've got Reshiram with Fire Fang and Overheat. And then at number 8, we've got Shadow Entei with Fire Fang and Overheat. And I think a lot of people are giving Megas a bit of a bad rap because there's some Shadows that are more powerful. But keep in mind, this Mega Charizard Y and X both passed up Shadow Entei and Reshiram, which are really powerful Pokemon. And it's crazy how they're ranked to the actual normal Charizard. So while they may not be as powerful as some people had hoped, they're still very good Pokemon that you're going to want to get your hands on if you can. At least I do. I think they're going to be really fun. Then up next at number 9 is a Pokemon that's not yet in the game, but one that I'm really excited for and will hopefully come soon. It's Mega Pidgeot with Wing Attack and Brave Bird. And then we have normal Moltres at number 10 with Fire Spin and Sky Attack, which is a legacy move, I believe. So you'll either need to have had one or you'll need an Elite TM for that, which I'm not sure if that's something you want to do. That's up to you. Then at number 11, we have Shadow Exeggutor with Confusion and Psychic. And then at number 12, we would have Shadow Charizard with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Back to the Elite Charge TM, I definitely wouldn't use it if you only want it for the Mega Venusaur because there's better counters. But if you want it for something else, then that's totally up to you. But also, we were just talking about how powerful Shadow Pokemon are. But look how Shadow Charizard is ranked compared to Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. And I think that'll help show you that Megas can actually be really powerful. And then once again, I'm just going to go quickly through these next ones. So pause if you want a better look. And then if you really need a better look, you can go to PokeBattler.com to get the entire graphic of all the counters if you'd like. Alrighty, and then coming up next is Mega Charizard Y, who is an absolute beast of a Pokemon. However, he is double weak to rock, which makes these raids pretty darn easy. He can be beat, actually, with only 1.59 people, so it is a possible duo. If you don't have great counters, I would recommend having at least 3 or 4 people, but, I mean, really, you just gotta throw rocks at this dude and he's going down. And so any rock-type Pokemon you have will be great. However, that being said, speed is really important in these raids, so I'm going to give you the best counters there are. So at number 1, there's Shadow Tyranitar with Smackdown and Stone Edge. Smackdown being a legacy move. And then at number 2, we've got Rhyperior with Smackdown and Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is also a Community Day move. Sorry, Community Day, not Legacy, for Shadow Tyranitar as well. And then with number 3, we have Rampardos with Smackdown and Rock Slide. And at number 4, we've got Terrakion with Smackdown and Rock Slide as well. At number 5, we have Shadow Amistar with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. At number 6, we have Normal Tyranitar with Smackdown and Stone Edge. At number 7 is actually a really interesting one. We have Smackdown and Rock Slide for Gigalith. And a lot of you probably have him from the Unova week, so that's pretty exciting. I was pretty excited to see him up there that high. Then at number 8, we have Aerodactyl with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. At number 9, we have Normal Amistar with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. At number 10, we've got Alolan Golem with Rock Throw and Stone Edge, followed at number 11 by Normal Golem with Rock Throw and Stone Edge. And then at number 12, we've got Mega Blastoise. And so some of you guys are probably a little bit worried why he's ranked so low, and that is not a bad sign at all on him. And in fact, it's actually a really good sign because he's the first Water-type Pokemon. The reason he's so low is because Charizard Y has a double weakness to Rock. And so the fact that even with that double weakness, Mega Blastoise is number 12 is really good. Not to mention, he's the first Water-type Pokemon, so he beat out Kyogre and some others. And he still has the Mega Boost, so he's still a really viable Pokemon to use in here. Just, it may not be the best if you're trying to duo this Pokemon. If you're trying to duo it, you're really going to want all Rock-type Pokemon if possible. And then you guys know the drill. We're going to go quickly through these, pause them if you need a closer look. But after these, we're going to head into the Mega Charizard X, who requires 2.42 people to beat. So unfortunately, he is not doable, but it's a fairly doable trio if you have good counters. A pretty easy one, actually, if you have really good counters. However, trying to duo or trio the Megas is really just for the flex, because you're actually going to get worse rewards if you try doing that, because it'll take a lot longer to beat it. But anyways, into the counters. Number 1, we've got Shadow Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, followed at number 2 by Shadow Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage as well. And then at number 3, we've got one of my favorites, Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage, who hopefully a lot of you guys will have, because we just had his raid week a little bit ago. Then at number 4, we've got Palkia with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, who's actually going to do really well because he'll resist a lot of the moves from the Mega Charizard X due to that water typing that he had. And then at number 5, we've got Zekrom with Dragon Breath and Outrage, followed at number 6 by his partner Reshiram with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Then at number 7, we have Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, followed at number 8 by Rampardos with Smackdown and Rock Slide. Then at number 9, we've got Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage, and at number 10, we've got Shadow Tyranitar with Smackdown and Stone Edge. At number 11, we have Rhyperior with Mudslap and Rock Wrecker, which is a little bit interesting, followed at number 12 by Haxorus with Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. And as we go through these last counters, I'm going to tell you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm a new channel. I'm really working hard to grow and be better, and so it really helps me out a lot if you guys subscribe. Not to mention, you'll be able to see more content like this, which hopefully you enjoyed. If you do enjoy, please consider throwing down a like. It also helps me out a lot. But I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Have a great time with these Megas. I know I'm going to be having a lot of fun with them. So I wish you guys luck, and I'll catch you all in the next video.